Hey, Kentucky, welcome back. Time to talk a few more topics now. First up, Fancy Farm is feeling the wrath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Organizers have decided no political speeches will be given at the event this year. Initially, changes were made to accommodate the traditional speeches. Politicians were going to speak at an elementary school and be live streamed to the crowd at the picnic, but that plan has been scrapped. Keith, I was kind of looking forward to that because Mitch McConnell and whoever he faces, I feel like that would have been a really neat little battle to watch.
I can see how that would be, yeah. I've just never been a huge fan of Fancy Farm for some reason. I don't know. It just seems like it's just over the top and, just not the real person you see. I don't know, but I can see where you're coming from. And I would say, yeah, it probably would have been good to see the two of them together.
Yeah, because they're still doing it. Like, there's still going to be food and some stuff there, but it will be very different. All right, another big headline from this last week involved the delayed Kentucky Derby. Churchill Downs has announced that a limited number of fans will be allowed to attend in September. Right now, the plan is to fill about half of the track's 60,000 permanent seats and spread about 20,000 people across the 26-acre infield. Keith, would you be in the infields on Derby Day?
As long as I don't end up like Ryan Lemon did when he got tossed into the puddle,
Yes.
I would be fine with it as long as everybody stayed in there. Maybe they'll cordon some stuff off and keep them in there except for when they're going to the bathrooms, wear the masks and all that.
I hope this makes me feel a little bit more optimistic maybe about football, about fans there, if we can do it at Churchill. All right, once UK football made its successful return to campus, it opened the door for basketball. And yesterday, Coach Cal welcomed his 2020 team to Lexington. Some player arrivals showed up on Twitter. The word was Sunday was the moving in day and the initial testing process. Then basketball activities will begin in some form this week. And Keith, like, it's a whole new team.
It's a whole new team other than Dante Allen and
Keon
Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going to have to get to know a couple of people pretty quickly. And I'm telling you, when you get to know them, you're going to like them because this is going to be a really good team.
Yeah, I can't wait. All right, the Kentucky women's basketball coach is recovering from a health scare. Matthew Mitchell's wife revealed in a Facebook post that her husband recently underwent surgery at UK Hospital after blood was discovered on his brain. The development came several months after the 49-year-old felon suffered a concussion, but he is said to be doing well and in recovery. Keith, when I first saw Matthew Mitchell had brain surgery, I was floored.
Well, and I didn't know, all the technical terms and everything, and I was sitting there reading it out loud, and my daughter-in-law happened to be here. She's a nurse, and she said, "Oh, that's really scary." So when she says that,
Yeah.
then I know it's something that was to be worried about more than just, a little bit of brain surgery. I mean, obviously it wasn't a really detailed, but I mean, yeah, just to do a little bit of surgery like that's pretty scary.
Yeah, very scary. All right, UK has hired a new head cheerleading coach after firing its longtime leader. Ryan Martin O'Connor is a Dunbar High School grad and daughter of Dunbar cheerleading coach Donna Martin. O'Connor replaces Jomo Thompson, who was dismissed after a months-long investigation into hazing, alcohol use, and public nudity at off-campus team retreats and trips. And Keith, Ryan was a cheerleader here herself. Obviously, Donna Martin is known across the country for being a cheerleading coach.
They were also part of a reality show, which she says isn't going to happen here because she says it's just too much on a coach and too much on the cheerleaders as well. But got to hear from her today, and I tell you, she is really interesting to listen to. I think she's going to just keep this program humming right along from the sounds of things.
Good, good. I like that. All right. Kentucky's Mr. and Miss Basketball have been named. Although both the boys and girls high school basketball seasons were cut short due to COVID-19, the award winners were still announced in a virtual ceremony last night. Davion McKnight of Collins High School in Shelbyville is 2020's Mr. Basketball, and Maddie Scher of Ryle is Miss Basketball. Keith, your thoughts on the winners?
Very deserving. I think they both had great careers and they're moving on to big things, and so I think it's exciting for them. I think I could have maybe seen some other men's and even some of the women's. I mean, I thought that Kennedy Igo over at Winchester had a great shot at winning it. So congrats to them. and we'll see how they fare as they continue their college careers.
And good luck to them. All right, in an election season with plenty of unusual headlines, there was another strange turn in Fayette County's primary last week. A Lexington council candidate and her husband were allowed to vote in person after convincing the Board of Elections that her dogs ate the couple's absentee ballots. Keith, it's the dog ate my homework.
I've used that one before, and it didn't work for me. So congrats to them. They got it to work.
Yeah, they had like slobber and bite marks and everything on the ballots. So whatever it takes. All right. Tonight's wrap up is next as Hey Kentucky continues.